Do you not remember that?
Tonight?
No.
Okay, well, I think it's tonight.
I've had no weed tonight.
What? Why do you think it's tonight? Why do you think I smoke? I blew zeros, so now you're trying to think I smoke weed. That's what's going on. You can't do that, man. You really can't do that.
Absolutely, I can.
Is he allowed to do that?
Yes, he is.
So I blow zeros and he's still drugs, man.
Officer Winters again tells Galanakis he shows signs of being impaired.
I would, during my field sobriety, it is indicative of impairment. So let's be honest.
I'm being honest.
You smoked some weed at your friend's house?
No.
You hit a pin?
Nope.
Okay. Why is your field sobriety so poor?
What?
Why is your field sobriety so poor? And why are you so lethargic and slow moving and speaking with a slurred speech? And your eyes are watery and your eyes are bloodshot.
You know why they're watery? We're in rain right now, dumbass.
Galanakis tells the officer he doesn't smoke because he's on the college football team.
No weed. I don't smoke weed. I play college football. I told you that. We get tested every Friday.
Okay.
Don't smoke weed.
Today's Saturday.
Okay? It's 30. We stay for 30 days. So if I did a test next week, I'd be off the football team.
Body camera video then shows Officer Winters speaking with another officer, saying Galanakis hesitated when answering about smoking.
I said, when's the last time you smoked weed? And he hesitated for a long period of time and said, I honestly can't remember.
When Officer Winters comes back out of his squad car, he places Galanakis under arrest.
Turn the Uncle Tim's bunch back. Right now you're being placed under arrest for operating while intoxicated, okay?
I'm not intoxicated. Sir, I'm not intoxicated. I blew zeros. So I ended up getting put in cuffs because I blew zeros, and I get taken back to the department, and at that point, you know, it's real life. It's not a prank.
Galanakis is taken to the Newton Police Department, where he continues to maintain his sobriety.
Hello, I didn't do anything wrong today. You made me blow. I blew zeros, and I was speaking on drugs.
A drug recognition expert later determined Galanakis was not intoxicated at the time he was pulled over. Galanakis requested the body camera video after his arrest and decided to post it to social media. Galanakis' edited body camera video now has more than 1 million views on YouTube.
When I posted the video to Facebook and all of that, the whole town was telling me about their similar, experiences and all that. And if I'm seeing all these comments about people saying they're dealing with the same thing from the same police department, we got a mess to clean up. And I feel like that's my job. The exposure I got to clean up the mess. And I'm okay with doing that. Well, with the publicity of my video.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Stafford on first down. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Stafford running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at the 31-yard line. The slot man in motion right. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right at him, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 16. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
On 4th down, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this to Eckler, and he'll be brought down at the 27. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing is Stafford. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford puts it on the carpet. It's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Touchdown, Rams! Van Jefferson from 8 yards out, and the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Stafford. Over the middle, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
I suspect this is one of those calls the defensive coordinator would love to have back.
Absolutely.
Feels like he took a bit of a gamble here. And I remember when I was playing, when we had a team really backed up, there was a talk about, let's go ahead and get upfield and get a safety. And sometimes that works against you because they really hit them big, didn't they?
They were hoping for a couple yards of breathing room. They got a lot more than that. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch,
Jones hit and the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
The score, Rams 17, Packers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out. And they rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Ekeler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as they... On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford going up top for Kupp. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Ekeler now between the tackles. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Stafford. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the slot man goes in motion left. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers again now. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They started on the ground with Eckler.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the